Welcome, crafters, to this week's Creative Expressions Treasure Chest, and thank you for joining me again. And I've got an amazing deal for you. As you know, I'm always going to have. That's why you're watching. It's what it's all about. It's all about an opportunity to put together a bundle for you inside our treasure chest and offer you at an amazing one-time price whilst stocks last. I love doing these. I really do. I think I've got a fantastic little bundle of bits and pieces for you, and something really quite different. I've been allowed to pull in products from all over the place on this one. So let me show you what we've got inside the treasure chest today, because it really is a real big mixed bag. Now, I'm going to go straight in and tell you that everything you see on my craft desk here, and there is loads of stuff, is just $19.99. It's over 65% off the RRP. The RRP on this would normally be £58.94. So an amazing offer at just $19.99. The links are below in the comments section. You'll know if you've done that before. You can click on there. It will take you straight to the Creative Expressions website, where you can purchase this bundle with just the one click. Everything you need is in there. It's all been put together for you with everything I'm showing you here today. So let me show you what you've got, because there are loads. There is loads and loads and loads of stuff to show you. So I'm going to take you through each one quite quickly. We've kind of taken, if you like, some of the best bits across our whole ranges here. So I picked out some wordy sentiments. These are milestones. These are brilliant. If you've not seen these before, what they are is you actually get 4 different sheets. You get one in black, one in white, and then you get exactly the same. So you get 2 of each, 2 black, 2 white. And what they are strips of words. And in this case, milestones, it's covering all of those really high points in your lives. So nice ones like congratulations and celebrate, and welcome little one. You've all even got retirements in there, new beginnings, wedding days. It's really capturing something that you're going to go back to these and use these time and time again. And what you do is you run them through your trimmer, your guillotine, and then you cut out the little sentiments that you want based on what you want to do. I'll show you. Dead easy to use. They're hugely popular. And on this bundle price, they're just an amazing offer as well. Let me go across to the next item. So we've got here Sue Wilson. Now this is a great little stamp set, which is a die and stamp set. Loads of inspiration from Sue herself. We'll see some of these cards in a moment that I'm going to share with you. What you actually get is a really nice large die. It really is a good size, that die. A couple of little banners and tags, and then a little set of 5 different stamps. And what you actually get is you get you, so proud of you, let's, every moment, it's a great day too. Sounds a bit odd, but the idea is you add in that celebrate and you tag it either top to bottom, so you can go, let's celebrate, it's a great day to celebrate, so proud of you, could just be celebrate, so proud of you, and celebrate, and then every moment. And you stamp these and then use the little die tags to cut them out. So loads you can do with that, but works so well with the milestones, because you actually use those in combination if you want to. I certainly would. I think it'd be great. We've also got a slightly different take. Now, paper cuts are always popular. Whenever I get the opportunity to share some paper cuts with you, these fly out. So don't forget, this is only while stocks last, this bundle. And I think because it's going to be for all year round, we're always doing birthdays and weddings and celebrations. This is absolutely perfect. And for less than 20 quid, I really want to kind of stress the point that it is only while stocks last, because I think we're going to see a sellout on this one quite quickly. Celebrate paper cuts. I always call them one-cut wonders. You run it through your machine if you've not seen them before, and it creates exactly what you see there. You get this fantastic, in this case, a real nice edge die. You could do that as a little tent fold card. And I always think that the die itself, with all of our paper cuts, they give you a finished card, really. Add a little bit of Cosmic Shimmer. Brilliant. Looks the piece. Now, I've also brought in an embossing folder. I said there's loads here. This is a 3D embossing folder, and it's one of Sue's, and it's a balloon. So absolutely perfect for all of these celebrationary items. So this is the balloon 3D embossing folder. That's included. This is not everything. I've got another craft die, the third craft die. These are one-liner collections. Now, these were really popular. This, again, perfect for celebrations with the champagne flutes, whether it's weddings, it could be retirements, new homes, anniversaries, just about any celebration. There's always a good opportunity to have a nice glass of champagne, or maybe a Prosecco, or a glass of orange juice, whatever it may be, whatever tickles your fancy. This is absolutely perfect. It's a one cut die again, you cut it out. And the concept of it is it's like you've doodled, and it's like the artist has just drawn a continual line. And if you draw that line, that's exactly what you would create. So it cuts out a really nice thin, in this case, it's perfect. I've used these with black gloss card, just on a white card, looks brilliant. I'll show you some inspiration in a minute, and all of this will make sense. That's not everything. We've also got a washi strip layering stencil. Now these, I wanted to include this as well. This is a great celebratory one. It's called Let's Celebrate. It's perfect. These are really quite new, and I was really quite lucky to be allowed, because I've obviously got to get all these things passed off before I do this. And I didn't know if I'd get away with this bundle for you today, but I really wanted to share it with you because it's a great bundle. So what this is it's a one stencil design, and what you actually have is 3 strips. And you can see here a little bit clearer. Maybe if I flip this over and show you on the backing what you're getting, because a good size stencil. Along the top here is actually, it's not easy to see. You may be able to catch, can you just capture that? There we go. 1, there's it, 1, 2, and 3. And it's showing you exactly what you need to do. So you will go down through the candles, stencil that is 1, then do that is 2, that is 3. And what you're going to end up with is this great washi type effect. So what you actually do is you layer it over the top of each other, and you get this combination of 3 different colors, and you create a great ribbon border, washi tape style edge. And so you don't have to use them together. You could just use them on their own, 1, 2, or 1 and 3. You can use any combination. But again, it's great to have that in today's treasure chest as something to play with. And then not forgetting the Cosmic Shimmer. We've got a couple of Cosmic Shimmers. We've got a Pixie powder. I love the Pixie range of family products. So this is the Pixie powder. Again, this is the one which does have mica in it. It's more fine mica, so it gives a slightly different effect again to the Pixie sparkles. Really like the Pixie powders. This is Aubergine Dream. We'll have a little look at that in a moment. And also an Opal polish, and this is the blue Wisteria colour. Now the Opal polishes, if you've not seen them before, they come in our really sort of famous glass jars that we have a lot of our Cosmic Shimmer products in. They've got a sponge on the top that you click out like that. That's your applicator, all built in. This top, I like to use a little bit of a stand on my craft desk to place my sponge like that, because it works so well to do that. And there's your product inside. Look at that. It's absolutely opalescence, that is. It's opal polish, and it's got a interference product in it, which you'll see in a minute, and I will explain what that is all about. Just a little tip in case I forget to tell you, whenever you've used your product and you've finished crafting with it for the day, grab a little water spray, just tap water, give it a little spray inside, just 1 or 2 squirts, that's all, and then pop your lid back on, pop it on your craft shelf, and then it's good to go in, whenever you want it next. Now I'm using mine all the time, so this is a brand new pot, don't need to do that today. But it's just a way of making sure your product, because it is all water-based, so it's dead easy to clean, dead easy to mix with water, but it just means it just keeps it nice and moist and ready to go for next time. And likewise, sponges, just wash them out with water. If you're going to use them frequently, pop them in the top, and they're good to go next time. You don't even need to really wash them out. Just give them a little spritz of water again. It just keeps them moist. Okay, so that's everything you're getting. $19.99. I can't stress that enough, because I know it's going to be hugely popular, this still. Milestones. Let's have a look at what you can do with the Wordies. I know they're real simple, basic product, but every card needs a sentiment. It's just like the necessity. It's without it, it's not really finished, is it? It's like a picture without a frame. So on your wedding day, it's just one example there. Congratulations, just to show you how these words are so simple just to cut out. There it is, using it with the champagne flutes. You can see that idea of the black on white, really simple, bit of paper placing back in. Congratulations. I really like. I think the Wordies are just great. Now, having a look at the champagne flutes in a little bit more detail, there's a concept. If I bring a finished card here, this is using just silver marie card, stuck down onto some white card with a nice bit of colour cloud, and look at that technique. Finished off so well, so simple, and just makes a really nice, striking celebrationary card. If we're carrying on with the theme of celebrations, there is our die set there from Sue. So this is this one here that I've been showing you. There's the stamps coming into play, and I think the nice thing, you can really see the size of that die now, is that it's a centerpiece and it's a card finisher in its own right. When you've got a nice large sentiment like this, and you can see here again, that really becomes the sort of focal point of the card. You don't need much more. Nice frame, maybe an embossing folder in the background. So this is actually one of Sue's design that she's sent across to share allow me to share with you. So thank you, Sue, and thank you, design team, as always. That could easily be the embossing folder that I've included with the balloons that we've got here. So it works in really, really nicely. Now, having a little look at the washi tape layering stencil, look at this, brilliant this is, I love this little card. I think this is by Kristen, so yes it is. Kristen's very clever with the little cards. This just shows you what you can do with just that one stencil alone. In this little bundle I've put together, you've got here the background using just the candles, which is 1, and then using 1, 2, and 3 to make this strip down the center that she's put together. And you could then actually do that in some really nice colorways. So this is just doing it in a couple of different hues of greens and turquoises, doing 3 strips. That's a lovely little card. Could be an invitation, gift card, thank you, or in this case, obviously a birthday card as well. So going back to that die at the top there from Sue, again, just showing you how you can use that as a real focal centerpiece. Love that. Again, showing you another one, celebrate, so proud of you. That could be for passing exams or a driving test or anything at all, really. Again, this whole collection is all of those main milestones that everybody has in their life that we want to congratulate and celebrate each other on. So again, using that main large die there, celebrate. I'm going to go through a couple more of these because there's quite a few to share with you from Sue herself, which is brilliant. It's nice to see the designer of these items actually putting them into practice and seeing how she intended. Now, this is great. I love this concept from Sue. Just using that 3D embossing folder, if we just capture it, there we go. You can really see the balloon design in the background. I think that's such a simple card, but so effective. And doing that slightly differently again there. So this is obviously the embossing folder is included in this bundle, just showing you the background idea. But you could easily place this behind any of these elements to create something similar. And then just maybe using it as a background like that on black cards. So you can see there the balloon background that I've included in today's treasure chest bundle. So let me pop all those cards to one side because we want to have a play with all of these great goodies that we've got here for you. And I'll tell you what we do. Let me pop these folders to one side because I've picked out a few of these items already. I've ran them through my machine. And I'm going to show you how to use some of this Cosmic Shimmer product. So I'm just going to start very quickly with the Pixie powders. Now, if you've seen me before, you'll know how to use these, but there's always new people joining us all the time. So if you have, welcome. Thank you very much. Don't forget all of everything that you've seen. If you are new to joining us, if you hit the link below, it will take you straight to the Creative Expressions website where you can purchase everything I am now showing you for just $19.99. So let me grab some water spray. I'm going to spray both sides of my card like so. That's going to keep it nice and flat because it stops it curling. So it will want to curl both ways. So by spraying the back and the front, it stays relatively flat. Now I'm just going to go in very, very quickly and show you how easy to use these Pixie powders. This is the Aubergine Dream. And I'm just going to tap the back of it. It's got a lovely little dispensing system with a nozzle. It makes it dead easy to work with. So these have got mica in them, and it's more finer mica, but they've also got absolutely tons of stunning colours of pigment dyed powder. You can start to already see that wicking out there, that lovely purple that we've got, and that's going to work in so well with this colour here. So we've kind of pulled together colours that are going to work together really, really well. Spray this with a little bit more water. Just going to go over the top like that, and you're going to start to see how those colours are really going to wick out. Now, I could stop at any one moment. I could stop there and use that as my background paper. I could cut out the Celebrate. I may want to use that as a background to something like this die that's included in the treasure chest bundle. So this is just showing you how to use some of our Cosmic Shimmer products. Now, as I go in with more and more water, you can see how I'm getting that more and more sort of blurred effect, and the water's starting to play with those colours. You can go back in, add more powder to this any one moment you want to, and you're going to get more and more colour layered up. Now, you want to let that air dry for about an hour or two, depending on how much water you've added. And once that's dry, then you can use that as your backing papers to die cut, etc. So I would leave that flat on a tray, lift that up, move that to one side. I'll just show you what that Aubergine Dream is going to look like when it's dry. It looks like that, and look at that, it's stunning. So they look so different to when they're wet to when they're dry. So often I have people use these products, they get in touch with me and they think, oh, I did what you did, but it didn't look right. Good chances it may not look right until it's actually dry. You can often find that some of the best backgrounds look perfect when they're dry, because what it allows it to do is the mica will raise to the top. That's only when it's dry will it start to show the mica shimmering, and also it allows all the dye to soak into the paper and spread out. So do let these dry completely before you discard them and think, oh, it's not what I want, because trust me, every background you create with any of our Pixie family range of products always looks amazing. You'll always be able to use it. So do not, don't be too hasty. Wait till it's dry, and you will always see some fantastic results. So whether you use loads of product, where you maybe use a little bit less product, or a little bit more water, you can start to see how you get these sort of fainter areas, and they all look very, very different depending on what you're doing. So that's the Pixie powder. Now let's have a look at the Opal polish, because the Opal polish is absolutely brilliant. I love these. Now this has got an interference product built into it. I'm just going to show you what I mean. So I've already told you about the sponge and how to use the applicator. So all you want to do is create a little bit of a ski slope up to the edge of your pot like that. That puts the product straight onto the applicator sponge. Now you can mix these with water, use them as a paint. There's loads you can do them. Again, there's some YouTube videos. You may have caught me using these before in different ways, but I just want to show you the simplest sort of technique. The idea is going straight over the top of your cardstock like this, and it allows you to create some really amazing, rich coloured, pearlescent cardstock. So once that's dry, you can see that shimmering already there. It's got that really nice bluey purple, hence the blue wisteria colour name to that. So that's just on white card. Let me pop that to one side. Just going to bring in some black card, and we're going to do exactly the same. And you'll see the difference. Look at that, absolutely striking difference. We've got one in purple. I'll go over the top like that, across the two, so you can see it's exactly the same product. We've got the purple here, and then when it's on the black card, you've got the blue. So that is your sort of two for product. You get 2 for 1. You get a blue and you get that wisteria purple colour, and they both shimmer and look really highly pigmented colours. They are absolutely brilliant. So let's bring in a couple of embossing folders and just show you how you can use these in different ways. So this is just a regular 3D embossing folder I tend to use for my swatches. I'm just going to go straight over the top. Look at that, how striking that is on the black and also the white. So that's how you can create some stunning texture using this product with your embossing folders. Putting it over the top looks absolutely brilliant. Turning around, maybe using it with our embossing folder. There's our embossing folder with our balloons that we've got included in today's set. So I just show you that in the white and the black. We already know kind of the effect we're going to get. If I go over here just very, very lightly, because sometimes you may not want to go in heavy, you may just want to go in light, and it just picks up. If I go both ways, it just pick up the left and right of the balloons. Can you see how that detail's just being picked out there in the balloons? And it works so, so well. Just being quite subtle with it, just very quickly there. Just get a really nice background as opposed to just the plain card. So just different ways that you can treat that, and they just look really, really stunning. Obviously, you can go in heavier with it, build up a bit more colour if you want to, like I've done there, and even completely coat if we wanted to. I could go over the top of this and actually make our own cardstock colour if we want, and going very, very heavy with the product, go in both directions, build up the colour, and you could actually have almost like sort of pearlescent cardstock just using your normal white cardstock. You've then actually got pearlescent cardstock as well. And a lot of the times I will actually just go around the edge of my card if I'm doing sort of matte and layering techniques. I may, if I've got a piece of card here, let's use the back of this here, I will literally just use this and do matte and layering just to add the colour around the edges like so. And then I'm not wasting my product, just to show you just a little tip. And then if I was going to layer that over the top, you can see there, I've got my matte and layering coming into play there if I was doing a square. And what I've done is basically created some coloured cardstock, but without wasting all my product underneath. So loads and loads of different ways that you can use the Opal polish. Like I said, you can use it as a paint as well. So if you want to use it as a paint, I can show you here on the black card, just going with a water brush. I'm going to take some of my product. I will pop it onto a spatula here that I can use as a mixing palette. So you just want to sometimes just scoop it out with a tool, just a little bit like that. That's all you need. And then mix it with a little bit of water. I've just got my water brush here. Just bring that into play. So it's an unusual product because you wouldn't have thought you could do that because it's like a mousse, like a paste. But you can mix it with water. Use it in your. Should have used my my paint palette really, but it just shows as long as you've got it's all water based, so you can mix it with water. Dead easy to clean. And then I've got a nice pearlescent colour that I can go in there. And look at that, just paint with it. I've got exactly the same technique that I had before. In this fact that I've got this really nice blue colour coming through, but I've obviously got the ability to use it as a paint now, however I choose to do it. So you get a really nice pearlescent effect. I love these. I always get absolutely mesmerised by the colour changes. I think they are absolutely fabulous. Right, so let me pop that to one side and quickly remind you of everything that you're getting in today's treasure chest bundle. So we've got the Opal polish, we have got the craft die, the one-liner craft die, the champagne flutes, got the Celebrate die included from Sue. We've also got other Celebrate die, sorry, that's from Sue, that's the paper cut ones by Kathy, the one cut wonder die. Didn't even get time to look at those. So you got loads and loads in here. We've got the Milestone Wordie sentiment sheet. We've got the stencil for doing your stencil techniques. You could use the Opal polish with that. Works really, really well going through it with a stencil brush rather than the sponge. You will need a stencil brush because they are quite fine details. The sponge wouldn't be fine enough to get through that. But again, you get different techniques, all about experimenting. Got the embossing folder, and there's something, yeah, all this, the Pixie powder as well. So all of this for £19.99 instead of the RRP of £58.94 in today's treasure chest. So do make sure you link below, click the link below to go to the Creative Expressions website and grab your bundle while stocks last. And please do make sure you like, subscribe, share this feed. If you can hit the bell, you get notified then if you're on YouTube for future treasure chests that try and bring out weekly to you. That really helps. It helps me put together some great deals. The more people I get watching, the better deals I can do for you. So do make sure you share this with all your crafty friends. I really hope you've enjoyed it today. Just a short video. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. And I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon.